Hey there, entertainment junkies, buckle up because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the rise and fall of Sean Diddy Combs. Join us on the wild roller coaster ride of Sean P. Diddy Combs. From roach-infested apartments to epic parties to billion-dollar deals, this story's got it all, including a jaw-dropping finale you won't believe. Picture this: Harlem, 1969. A young Sean Combs wakes up to find roaches crawling on his face. Most kids would scream, but not our man Diddy. Legend has it, he looked those roaches in the eye and said, "Not today, bugs, I'm gonna be somebody." Little did those roaches know they were crawling on the face of a future hip-hop mogul. Talk about a glow-up. Fast forward to the early 90s. Diddy's hustling his way through the music industry, starting as an intern at Uptown Records. But this guy's got bigger dreams than fetching coffee. He's got his eye on the prize, and that prize is a music empire of his own. 1993 rolls around, and bam! Diddy launches Bad Boy Records. Suddenly, he's not just swatting roaches anymore, he's swatting away the competition. This guy's got the Midas touch, turning artists into superstars faster than you can say "mo money, mo problems." The Notorious B.I.G, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Diddy's roster reads like a who's who of 90s hip-hop and R&B. He's not just making music, he's creating a cultural movement, and let me tell you, business is booming. But here's where things get spicy. With great power comes, well, you know the rest. Diddy's newfound authority over young artists' careers was like playing with fire. And we know what happens when you play with fire, right? By the late 90s, Diddy was living larger than life. We're talking mansions, Grammy nominations, and enough bling to make a pirate jealous. But the real crown jewel of Diddy's empire? His legendary white parties. Let's set the stage. The Hamptons, Labor Day weekend. A sea of celebrities dressed head to toe in white, sipping champagne and rubbing elbows with the who's who of Hollywood. Paris Hilton called these parties iconic, which in Paris speak is basically the highest praise possible. But these weren't just any parties. They were networking events on steroids. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio chatting up Jay-Z while Beyoncé and Kim Kardashian exchange fashion tips. That's the kind of star power we're talking about. There have been whispers about what went down after the main events. Some folks claim there were more intimate gatherings, shall we say? But remember, these are just rumors. We're not here to spread gossip, just to paint the picture of Diddy's larger-than-life persona. Now let's talk about Diddy's identity crisis. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Love. This guy changed names more often than some people change socks. He claimed it was about putting periods on those eras, but was it really just a way to dodge controversy? Whatever the reason, you've got to admit the man knows how to keep people talking. And in showbiz, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? But Diddy wasn't content with just dominating the music scene. Oh no, this man had his sights set on building an empire. And build an empire he did. Let's break it down. 1. Fashion. Sean John, anyone? Diddy's clothing line was raking in hundreds of millions a year at its peak. 2. Spirits. Ciroc vodka became the hottest thing in clubs, thanks to Diddy's marketing magic. 3. Media. Revolt TV brought hip-hop culture to the small screen. 4. And get this, Diddy even had a stake in the Twitter takeover. That's right, newly unsealed documents show he was part of Elon Musk's $44 billion deal. By early 2023, Diddy's net worth was estimated at a cool $900 million. Not bad for a kid who used to wake up with roaches on his face, huh? But just when it seemed like Diddy had it all, the house of cards came tumbling down. In late 2023, the unthinkable happened. Multiple lawsuits hit Diddy with accusations that make your average scandal look like a kindergarten squabble. Suddenly, the empire Diddy built was crumbling faster than you can say, "Can't nobody hold me down." Macy's pulled his clothing line, Revolt TV gave him the boot, and even Hulu said thanks but no thanks to his reality show. But wait, there's more. In a twist straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, Homeland Security agents stormed Diddy's mansions in March 2024. Picture this: Grammy Awards scattered, Oscar statues toppled. It was like watching the fall of Rome, but with better sound systems. So where does this leave Diddy? The man who once ruled the hip-hop world is now facing some serious legal heat. We're talking potential life imprisonment if convicted on racketeering conspiracy charges. Yikes. But let's not forget this is Diddy we're talking about, the same guy who turned roaches into riches. Is this the final chapter of his story, or just another plot twist? Now here's where things get complicated. How do we reconcile the Diddy who inspired a generation of entrepreneurs with a man at the center of these shocking allegations? On one hand, you've got the rags to riches story that dreams are made of, the guy who showed a whole generation of kids from the hood that they could make it big, the music mogul who shaped the sound of a decade. On the other hand, if these allegations are true, we're looking at a dark underbelly to that success story. It raises some tough questions about power, accountability, and the price of fame. But let's zoom out for a second. Diddy's story isn't just about one man's rise and fall, it's a mirror held up to our celebrity-obsessed culture. It makes us ask, how much are we willing to overlook in the name of talent and charisma? What responsibility do we, as consumers, have in creating these larger-than-life figures? And when it all comes crashing down, what lessons can we learn? As we wrap up this wild ride, one thing's for sure, the Diddy saga is far from over. Will he bounce back like he has so many times before? Or is this the final curtain call for the bad boy of hip-hop? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, whatever happens next, the world will be watching. So what do you think? Was Diddy's downfall inevitable, or just a series of unfortunate events? Is there a comeback in his future, or has the music stopped for good? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Diddy dynasty, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along for more. We've got plenty more juicy tales from the world of entertainment coming your way. Stay tuned, and remember, in the words of the man himself, can't stop, won't stop, but maybe sometimes you should.